Hi, I'm Alexa, and my manual was Living with Roommates is Not the Nightmare That You Think. So, the first chapter deals with choosing your roommate, and that is being honest with what you put online, making sure you clearly state the expectations and wants for your roommate, and digging deeper with yourselves. The second chapter is the living process, and that is keeping the living space clean, knowing the boundaries with friends, and what's mine is yours is not necessarily always true. The third chapter deals with how it might just not work out. You should be looking at the positives and negatives. Following these steps could help, but it might not always help, and taking risks to find close and lasting relationships. So you should really buy this manual because it deals with all the things that can come along with having a roommate and dealing with roommate issues and just knowing how to live cohesively with someone else, and also to make it a long and lasting relationship. And this manual also deals with the negatives of having a roommate, so it might not work out, and that might be for your best interest, and you should take what you learned from dealing with the first roommate into maybe possibly living with a second roommate. This manual has text and scholarly citations to help back up my claims and also to help further explain things to the audience. It also has different questions to ask the reader to make them think and play out a situation that they might be dealing with so that they can prepare themselves on how to deal with certain situations with roommates. And these chapters were also constructed as a beginning, middle, and an end so that the reader could easily follow along with it and make sense of what I was saying, and also so that they could get the full picture of having a roommate. And I wanted to incorporate things that were very common between roommates. I wanted it to be very relatable and also give a lot of explanation on how to deal with roommates. And I wanted to tell people that it is not all bad living with a roommate, considering that I've had 6 roommates just this year alone. There are a lot of things that go into dealing with roommates and having different issues and arguments, and that those arguments could help make your relationship stronger, but it also could end the relationship and make it worse for everyone involved. And I made this manual so that that would not be the case, and that people could live cohesively with another person and also make it a strong and lasting relationship. Overall, I went into detail about the different arguments and issues that could arise when having a roommate. I let the audience think for themselves, I shared stories of personal experience, and I connected well so that the goal was mainly achieved. I thought that this manual is very relatable and that it was easy to follow, and that people would genuinely like to read it and think for themselves and know exactly what to do when dealing with a roommate.